Hello everyone, it's your host Cyberboard and welcome back. Today we're going to be covering how to install Tails and launch it on your USB drive. Now, a bit of background about Tails. Basically, Tails is a portable operating system that kind of has an amnesia. So basically, whenever you shut down the operating system, everything would be wiped out. There's also an option where you can maintain some persistence of some of your documents that you choose, but obviously it's not suggested to create any kind of persistent. Another nice feature that comes with Tails is that it's automatic connected to Tor browsers, and it is one of the most safe and anonymous ways to go on online. To install Tails, you just need to go to tails.net, install Tails, choose the operating system that you would like to use to install it. For me, I'm going to use Windows, and it wouldn't affect your current operating system. You just need basically to switch where you load the operating system from. So instead of operating it from your hard drive, you would just load the operating system basically from Tails. After choosing the operating system of your choice for installation, you would go down to download Tails. You would download it. I've already downloaded it. Then you are suggested to install Balena Etcher, and basically it's used to flash the OS image onto the flash memory. After installation is complete, you are suggested to verify your installation is downloaded correctly and not corrupted, and basically what you are required to do is select your download and choose the OS file, which is Tails, and wait until the verification is complete. If it was installed correctly and there is no corruptions, you then install Balena Etcher, and after you install Balena Etcher, you launch it. Then choose the file that you would need to flash, which is in our case Tails OS. Select the target. I don't have any target at the moment, but let me plug in the USB. For example, this is our target. You select it and you will press flash, and that's it. Now on the next part, I will show you how to launch Tails from the USB. So after installing Tails on the flash memory over here, now we are going to launch it. So to launch it, basically you need to turn off the laptop. Then once you press the turn on button, you either press F2 or escape button over here, depends on the laptop. And you will just wait until you get into the BIOS. For me, we got into the loading menu, and you just choose USB. In my case, it's the Samsung flash drive. You press enter, and now we are launching Tails from the USB that we installed. Now that Tails have finished loading, we are presented with this menu. You have the language, keyboard layout, formats, and create persistent storage. I wouldn't recommend, to be honest, touching the persistent storage, but it depends on your preference. After configuring all the settings, you just press start Tails and wait for it to finish loading. Once you install Tails, you won't be automatically connected to the internet, so all you would need to do, press on the top right corner, Wi-Fi connected. Once we are connected to the network, we will be presented with this setting, which is connect Tor automatically and configure a Tor bridge. Now configure a Tor bridge, you should only use it if your Tor connection is blocked by the ISP. In my case, I don't need it. Hide to my local network. Basically, you're hiding any Tor connection from your local network for more anonymity. And in my case, I don't need it. Just select connect to Tor automatically, connect to Tor, and we will be all set to go. After we finish connecting, there are a few settings we should also configure on the Tor browser and some extensions that we require. Now that we are connected to Tor, all we need to do is start Tor browser. Oh, I pressed too many times. We need to go to Tor setting, privacy and security. We need to scroll down until you go to security level. After you navigate down to the security level, you would need to choose the safest option. You would also need to have uBlock origin. Go to setting, choose I'm advanced user, and I would suggest to block media, block remote phones, disable, which is even more security on top of the security level that we just added. On top of that, we would need to go to extension. We already have no scripts active. Once we turn on these settings, and we should also turn on I'm advanced user, we should go to uBlock and turn on this third party blocker, which would block any third party connection from website. But be warned, these settings that we just turned on, like these ones and this one, would break most of the websites as it's blocking all JavaScript connections, etc. Some keynotes I would also like to add when you're using Tails Tor browser. I would suggest that you make sure it's always on private window, doesn't ask for login. You turn off these suggestions. You also turn off or block any kind of location, camera, microphone by just pressing setting and block, then save changes. You should also put the security level on the safest. Turn off any connection related to Google, because this is going to use Google softwares to get any kind of information if certain files are malicious. And if you are concerned about security, if you turn it off, the alternative of that is basically either using uBlock or NoScript, which we have already installed. Also, always make sure that we are on HTTPS Windows. Also, for search engine, I would suggest to have another search bar, and always make sure to block YouTube, Google, use only DuckDuckGo and SearchX and Startup page. To add them to your second search bar, you just press plus button over here and add it just like that, and you would have it. And the same thing with the startup page or start page. Lastly, another extension I would suggest you to download and install is Network Cloud Browser, which is basically a proxy cloud computer from somewhere in another place in the world, where you would launch a cloud computer and use it for whatever. Like, for example, if you want to access a website or something, you could use it temporarily, and once you shut it down, the computer would get deleted. For the last option of our safety measure, we could use Network Cloud Browser, and all we need to do is just search Network Cloud Browser, enter the website, create an account, login, and you would be good to go. And that's about it. Thank you for watching, and hope you have a great day. Bye bye.